Here's why dismissive avoidants have a harder time bonding with you. Hey, I'm Coach Benny, and I help people get their exes back. And today, I saw a video from somebody that I follow. Her name's Geneva, and she has a channel that talks about her experiences of getting broken up with by a dismissive avoidant. And her videos are really, really insightful. And by the way, if you guys are friends with her somehow, I've been trying to collaborate with her. I haven't been able to get her to answer my messages, but if you're in touch with her, let me know so that way we can get connected. But in her video, and I wish I could find it, I don't have the link to it. She explains that dismissive avoidants have a harder time bonding with you because of the body chemistry that's going on inside of them. So in this video, she explains that, there's 4 main chemicals that people are dealing with: cortisol, serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin. Cortisol being the stress, chemical. Serotonin and oxytocin having to do with, bonding and just sort of being content. And dopamine being that quick hit chemical, that thing that you get that lights up the reward center in your brain. That thing, it's like finding berries out in the forest. But in this particular video that I watched of hers, she explains that, dismissive avoidants are in such coping. They're under such stress, which is reflected in the things that they say to you, like, hey, I'm overwhelmed, I lost myself, etc. And the only way for them to really properly come out of it is to seek dopamine, that quick hit that's going to sort of cancel out that existential stress that they're under from the way that they live their life. She also talks about in the video how, they have a harder time sitting still, they're working all the time. They're, a lot of times they have some kind of addiction that's going on that's going to sort of, provide that contrast to that stress that they're constantly under. And for all these reasons, they're less likely to go after those chemicals that have to do with bonding, like oxytocin. It's the things that you do to bond with somebody. It's not as appealing as that quick dopamine hit, which is going to be, again, it's that stark contrast to all the cortisol that they're dealing with. When you are working all the time, you don't have a lot of hobbies that sort of give you energy back, and you're sort of just running away from your problems because you don't have the communication, because you've been neglected in childhood, etc. You're going to have a lot of stress. So of course you're going to be seeking dopamine to sort of cancel that out. And so I'm going to go ahead and tag her in this video. I think you guys, if you can go back, scroll through her videos and find the one that I'm talking about. I don't know what the title of the video is, but it's worth to try to go and watch that, because it does a really good job explaining from a scientific perspective what's going on with the dismissive avoidant. And I think it's important to say that dismissive avoidant is an attachment style, so there is an attachment there, even though the idea is that maybe they're not bonding to you in the same way as someone else would. But hopefully this makes sense. Now, if you've been with a dismissive avoidant and been dumped and you want some help getting your ex back, click into my profile, click this link, set up a call with me, and I'll give you a step-by-step plan to get them back.